The best phone of the year, according to many YouTubers, has the best camera, the best battery, and the best chipset. The Vivo brand launched 3 flagship phones, the X200, X200 Pro Mini, and X200 Pro. These phones have very good screens. For example, the Pro Mini model has a 6.31-inch screen with a resolution of 2640 in 1216, and it's 120 Hz with LTPO technology, and the brightness reaches 4500 nits. The regular version and the large Pro both have a resolution of 2800 in 1260 pixels, and both have 4500 nits of brightness, but the size of the X200 is 6.67 inches and the Pro is 6.78 inches, and the Pro version has LTPO, but it doesn't have a regular screen protector. Their screen protector are also different. The next part is the software and hardware of these phones. All of these phones have Origin OS and receiving Android updates for up to 4 models. The chipset of these phones is the Dimensity 9400, along with 12 to 16 gigabytes of RAM. In terms of chipset, are a bit weaker than the A18 Pro and the 8 Elite in terms of CPU, with a single core benchmark of 2700 and the multi-core of 8600, and a stability of 65%. It has enough power to do anything. Alongside it, we have the most powerful graphic chip in mobile, the Immortal G925, which is by far the strongest in benchmark than all phones, especially in ray tracing. As a result, all games like Genshin Impact and Wuthering Wave runs at 60 FPS with less power consumption than the previous generation. The Codem and PUBG aren't a problem for it. It gives 120 FPS in both games, which is normal. The stability of this chipset is 53%, which is normal among camera-centric flagship in recent years. The camera of the regular model and the Pro Mini is exactly the same. There is only one difference. The main sensor of the Pro Mini is larger and better than the regular version. Otherwise, both are 50 megapixel with an aperture of 1.6. Only the Pro Mini version has more detailed photos, along with a large telephoto sensor, 50 megapixel periscope with 3 times zoom and telephoto macro capabilities, and you can take unique photos. On the other hand, the Pro version also has a main sensor like the Mini, and it's no longer with 1-inch sensor like the previous generation, but it has a telephoto camera like the Vivo X100 Ultra, which is 200 megapixel, which I think is the best zoom camera among all phones, and it provides 3.5 times optical zoom. All models are great at night and day because of the 2.6 and 2.7 aperture they have. But the Pro version takes photos that you say are professional and truly unparalleled, especially its unique portrait and macros. It also has telephoto stabilization, which the Pro Mini and Simple One don't have, and it's much better in videos. And the last camera is an ultra wide 50 megapixel with f2, which I'm not interested in telephoto, which I'm not interested in ultra wide, and it doesn't matter to me, but it's okay, but it's a good camera. These phones also have 8K 30 FPS and 4K 120 video recording. The selfie camera is also a 32 megapixel 2mm with f2 lens and can record 4K 60 FPS video. But in the test I saw the viewing angle wasn't as wide and the detail weren't as good as those phones like Oppo Find X8. I guess it'll be right after a receiving update. Another small difference is that the Pro model has an ultrasonic fingerprint sensor while the others have optical ones. The last part is a big strength of these phones compared to Samsung company, because these phones have a silicon carbon battery, and the regular model has a 5800 mAh battery, while the Mini Pro has a 5700 mAh battery despite its small size, and the Pro's 6000 mAh battery, along with a 90-watt charger in the box and wireless charging. This phone easily lasts a day. If you want to know how good the battery is, you can watch the previous video on the channel. Don't forget to subscribe. See you in the next video.